pick a card. Sorry how the angle of my phone. I'm going to do a pick a card. Listens to everybody who's like, share, and subscribe, following. I appreciate everybody. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay. So this was going to be about, and I'm doing this on 7/7/2026. Okay. So whenever you see this, this is for you. Okay. So what's shifting in your life? Um, you save a lot of memory space when I go live and do the videos. So thank you for everybody that donates, everybody who books sessions, and everybody who's just, stopping by. Appreciate you all, okay? So I'm going to do two groups. Yeah, because two groups shouldn't be that long. So I'm going to do two groups. All right, so what's shifting, okay? So we're going to do what is shifting, okay? So what is shifting? All right, so what's shifting in group? So group 1 is going to be Lily. Group 2 is going to be Daffodil, okay? So Lily and Daffodil, all right? So what's shifting? Lily and Daffodil. So we're going to go to group 1, which is Lily. So what's shifting for Lily? What's shifting for Lily? What's shifting for Lily? What's shifting for Lily? So group 1, what's shifting for Lily? What's shifting for Lily? Okay, I think I have enough cards. All right, what's shifting for Lily? So 7s are definitely significant. 6 and 7, okay? Those are significant numbers. And they be like, and the kids be like, 6, 7, 6, 7. Ugh. Oh my gosh. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so 6, 7 for you. 6, 7. Okay, 7, 6. All right, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 6, 6, 6. All right, 9, 9, 9. These are significant. All right, so, all right, for group 1, Lily, what is shifting for Lily? What is shifting for Lily? The Fool. What is shifting for Lily? The Fool card came out. And you see he wearing a jester's hat. Okay. So in others' eyes, you are not perceived as brilliant, as vibrant, as bright as you would like, right? Because people's perception of you is distorted. But that is by divine design. God wants people to see your view, like the true you. God don't want everybody to see your true view, like how you truly are, who you truly are. God only wants certain people to truly see who you truly are, because there's a lot of users and abusers, manipulators, okay, and people who do not have your best interest at heart. Bad mind people. There's a lot of those, okay? So God wants people to perceive you not fully as you are, okay? And I know life has been challenging because people are not really truly seeing you for who you are, right? People are not acknowledging your greatness. They're not seeing, oh, how much you put on the table, how much work you put in, how much wisdom, how much power, zest, zeal that you have, okay? They're not seeing that, but that is by divine design. They have to not, because if too many people see you at the fullest of your great vibrancy, right, before you fully embody yourself, there is going to be problems, right? You've already seen that some people was able to kind of, like, they got little snippets of who you were, and so they tried to, beat you down, talk down to you, try to belittle you, because they saw the greatness, they saw the real light of you. And so they were like, oh my gosh, either I got to latch onto it or I got to destroy it. That's how people perceived you, and they perceive you. But you are finally and truly embodying who you truly are. And because you're embodying who you really are, Now you're going to see that people are actually going to see you for who you really, really are. So there's going to be a lot of people that are going to come back from the past being like, dang, I lost out. Can I get another chance? Can I have opportunity? I mean, people that you are going to be shocked. You're going to think that, oh, they have forgot about you, that you know, whatever the case may be. There's a lot of people you may have forgotten about, but they didn't forget about you. They're going to be coming back around, okay? And also we're in Mercury retrograde, so that's just going to be even double that, okay? So just think of it like that. Like it's going to be doubled because people come back from the past through Mercury retrograde because there's certain chapters that need to be closed, certain chapters that need to be healed, and certain chapters that need to be released, okay? And open back up, whatever the case may be, you know. So the jester, right? You are seen as, some people perceived you as a joke, perceived you as not someone to take serious enough, right? But in reality, you were the last person they should have doubted. You were the last person that should have been taken as a joke, right? Because who you are coming into, like, you're having a coming of age. This is what's happening for you. You're having a coming of age. You're truly beginning to embody your full authenticity, who you fully are. You've been working on releasing other people's energies, other people's thoughts from your system. You're working on your nervous system, your vagus nervous system, your vagus nerve, all of that. You've been working on your subconscious mind, all because you're taking different steps, thinking differently, whatever the case may be, okay? So what's shifting is the perception that people had for you, where they thought you were just somebody that was a joke. Like they just didn't see you as something serious, like whether it was relationships or partnerships, friendships, whatever the case may be. Those people, okay, are finally going to see you for what you really are, which is greatness embodied in the flesh. Okay, that you are power made like embodied in the flesh. Okay, and people couldn't see that. They couldn't see your greatness. They couldn't see what you brought to the table. So you might have been in relationships where you put in a lot of work, you gave a lot, you did a lot for people, and those people just wouldn't appreciate you or appreciate what you were doing. And that is because the view they had about you was a distortion. It was distorted. They couldn't truly see you. So no matter what work you did, no matter how much you love, no matter how much support you given to people, they couldn't truly see it because their vision was distorted. No matter how much work you put in, effort you put in, they could not truly see you for who you were, okay? They saw you as a jester, as a joke. But guess what? That is shifting. What's happening is people will truly see you for what you are and who you are. And you are a high-level being, okay? And then we have this dink, okay? You know, look at that aura, okay? You out here with aura, like, what? You out here aura, okay? People out here trying to aura farm from you, okay? You are the farm. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're emitting this energetic signature that people cannot emulate anymore. Like, they was trying to copy you. They was trying to profit from you, everything. They can no longer do that. And they whatever people were benefiting from you, whatever knowledge, wisdom, whatever they were copying, it's shifting. Like literally you're becoming something that cannot be duplicated, right? People were trying to, and they were almost successful, but now it's like you're calling your power back. You're shifting whatever work you're doing. It is working because people are not really able to duplicate you like they was before. They're not able to really copy you or take from you like they were before. Okay, you have this vibrancy, this you're like a force to be reckoned with, okay? Your eye contact, the way you look into people's souls, right? Look at even this card, like it looked like he's looking into my soul, like back up, stop, don't look all, you ain't gotta look that hard, okay? But you don't do it on purpose, but it's just who you are. You just have this magnetism and this power and zest and, to you that pulls in the truth, wisdom, knowledge. Okay. So and whoever did you dirty, they are getting karma. Okay. People who have been emulating you and not acknowledging you, people who are like with the intent of trying to like truly be you, like being your skin type of stuff, those people are being discovered. Like, you're seeing who they are, you know who to stay away from. Some of these people you've already cut off, and they're going to be coming back. I'm telling you, you're going to notice an influx of people. You probably have already noticed I see 3, so it could have been the last 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 years, that people just from your past just randomly coming back into your life, because your aura, it's like people are magnetized to you. They need you. You think that you need people, but the truth is they need you. They need you. They need the way you think. They need the way you smell. They need the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you're putting so much stress on yourself, thinking that you got to do everything, and you need this and it. But in reality, the truth is people need you. And some of you recognize that, and you realize, and you have a lot of pressure. And so you're trying to work on releasing it and not allowing people to step your boundaries. And that's why boundaries is so important. Like, yes, we are all one, but at the same time, we have to acknowledge and respect our boundaries, because people will not if we do not, right? So giving too much is not healthy, okay? But you're shifting out of that. You're shifting out of that trying to overcompensate for something that you think you lack or they lack, okay? And here we have the monkey, okay? Mischievous. You are mischievous. You are a mystery to people, okay? So what's shifting in your life right now is how people perceive who you are, what you are, and how you operate. People are starting to recognize that you are not someone to yes, you may joke around, yes, you may be funny, yes, you may make some jokes or whatever, or you seem very laid back or charismatic, or just kind of chill. Yes, you may seem like that, but that does not mean that you ain't a boss. People might see you as, oh, they don't do a lot of work, they don't do this, they don't do that, they don't do enough of something. But in reality, you do a lot. When you know how to switch on work mode and relax mode. But I don't know what's been going on with you lately, but you've been pretty stressed out. So I'm just here to remind you, like, do your breathing, do your yoga, do your mantras, do whatever you got to do to calm your nerves. Work on your nervous system, your vagus nerve, okay? Work on your body. Work on your spirit. Okay, continue to do that. Some of you are already on the path, because what's happening is your truth is being revealed, and you need to be strong enough to deflect whatever people's negative thoughts, right? Because sometimes people are not purposely trying to target you. It's just that they're in a low place, a dark place, in a sunken place. And so it's not you, it's just that you're just a perfect target for them, because you seem like you have it all, okay? And you seem very flexible, very agile, whether you know it or not, in people's eyes. And so the truth is, finally, all the distorted views of you, all the thoughts of what they think you should be doing, or who they think you are, or people projecting onto you, all of that is being removed, and people are actually seeing who you truly are. And that is truly great, a phenomenal being. Okay, so we got marshland here, and we got transition and change. So you are changing, okay, transitioning from one stage of your life to the next. Okay, so you know how, like, we go to school and we go from one grade to the next. That's where you're at right now. Or if you are reading a book, we're reading from the epilogue, right, to now the first chapter of the book, right? So you are you're in a whole new, this is a whole new chapter, a whole new storyline. This is a whole new view on who you are. And what's transitioning, what's happening and what's shifting is that your transition isn't something you're rejecting anymore. So what's happening is you're no longer going to be rejecting this transition. You're actually more open and accepting of it. That's what's shifting, is how you perceive what's shifting and changing in your life. You're actually opening up to allow that shift, allow that change to take place. Okay? Water is going to be really important. Water on your body, water in your mouth, water on your head, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. Okay? And is okay. And then we have dandelion. Okay? So dandelion, they consider dandelion like a weed, but reality is dandelion is very healing. It helps with the liver, it helps with the kidney. It is very, very good for your body. Like, you need the dandelion. So what is very important for you to understand, and a lot of us are realizing, that even weeds serve a purpose. Okay? Even these bugs that you be looking at like, ugh, that's a nasty bug, ugh, don't touch, ugh, crawling on, they serve a purpose. They have a purpose. Everything has a purpose. We may not comprehend, we may never comprehend it, but everything has a purpose. Okay? Everything. So now we have clairaudience. So aqua aura crystal. So get you some aqua aura crystal. Okay? So understand this, that your throat chakra is opening up. Like, if you was quiet, if you was not speaking up, if you was just feeling like you didn't have the voice or the words to speak a certain thing, it's over. That's over. It's over and done. The heartache lives on inside. Okay? But who is the one you're clinging to instead of me tonight? And where were you last? Now that I need you. Okay? Tears on my pillow. Okay? That leads to your ocean. Okay? You'll never see me fall apart. And the words of a broken heart is just emo. This is what I'm saying. This aqua aura quartz is going to help you tap into your emotions so that you can hear the call, to hear what the divine is saying to you. Okay? Because some of you guys have the gift of clairaudience. That means you have the gift of hearing. So you hear certain sounds, heard certain songs come on. You're very in tune with the frequency of sound. Okay? You can understand what people may not say on the surface, but you understand it on a different level because you hear it in a different way. Okay? And so you need to understand that, like, yes, your heart has been broken, but now you're gonna have the words to say what you need to say. You're gonna have the feeling, the heart, to be centered in your heart, to be able to feel what you need to feel, and express what you need to express, and release what you need to release. And Aqua Aura, of course, will help you with all of that. Okay? And wearing blues, because throat. Okay, so you can sing, you can rap, you can talk, you can, you know what I'm saying, like tuning in. Okay. And then we got collective collaboration, starburst, aragonite. Okay, so we got aragonite. Okay. This is a really strong crystal. It looked brown. I think it's brown. Okay. This crystal is going to be really good for you being able to tap in and tune into your creativity. Okay? You're really a talented person, whether it is you know how to invent, whether you know how to build, right? You know how to you're artists, you're like very artistic, or science, or you just know fun facts, whatever it is. Tuning into that and allowing yourself to be open to connecting to other people that are similar to you like that. Okay? Because there's a lot of people that you're meant to meet. Okay? You're one of those people that's meant to meet thousands and thousands of people. You are not one of those people that only meet like living in a small town and just meet the same old 100 or 200 people. You're not one of those. You are one of those people that actually you're meant to meet thousands and thousands upon thousands of people. You're meant to meet like even to the millions. You're meant to meet millions of people. Okay, whether that's physically you meet them like in a venue, or when you travel throughout your life, you're going to be one of those that meets thousands and thousands of people, whether you campaign something, you're or you travel the world, or something where you're going to be meeting a lot of people that are connected to you on you and your collective. Okay, this is about you and your collective. Okay, so they're saying your creativity, your womb is opening up. Listen, Ty, you're opening up, and you're finally speaking up. So there's things that you've been needing to say, and you're going to say with your chest. They said speak up and say with your chest. Okay. And then we got self-worth, right? That's funny. Say with your chest. When you really trust yourself and you loving on yourself, you're going to be able to feel confident and comfortable in speaking. You know what to say, why you got to say, when you got to say, and you're not ashamed of yourself. The thing is, what is shifting is how you perceive yourself, and as well as how the world has been perceiving you. The people that's been in your world, they haven't been able to see you right because the view of you has been distorted, but that was for protection. Rejection is protection. Okay. Sometimes rejection is redirection. Okay. It could be the latter. Okay. But just understand that your value, how you value yourself, you thought your value only came with what you could do, but your value is just in you existing, you being. That's you. It doesn't matter about if you can contribute 40 hours to this job, or to this program, or to this cause. That's not your value. That's not where your value comes from. That is a man's view, worldly type of view on who you are. Okay. But who you are, like, your value doesn't come from what you do, okay, or what you do not do. It is who you are. What you are. You are a divine light of God, source, with mother God, Allah, whatever you call the divinity that dwells inside of you. Okay, you are valuable. You are worthy just because you exist, just because you're here. You're worthy. It has nothing to do with, I got this car, I got this house, I got this money, how much money, I got my nails done, and I got my hair did, and all this. None of that matters. That's not where your value comes from. This is why when people lose material things, they think they're worthless. They don't see the value in them. The value in you, Jasper, Fancy Jasper will help you with that. Your value does not come from your material or what you physically have. It comes from who you are, what you are. And what you are is a divine being made flesh. Okay? So you are a divine spark of God, the light, whatever you want to call it. Okay? That has worked through your darkness, that has accepted your darkness. Okay? You are the light that knows darkness, the light that has walked in darkness, the light who has been engulfed in it but chose to pull yourself out of it, right? Like, you are powerful. Okay, so you needed to know. So what's shifting is how you perceive yourself, how you recognize and what your value truly is. It has nothing to do with what you materially have, okay, or what you physically have, or who the world sees you as physically, right? The world sees you as a doctor. Okay, that's cool. That's valuable to the world. But if I chose to not be a doctor anymore, that wouldn't take away my value. That wouldn't mean that I'm not valuable anymore because I'm no longer with that title. That's what the world wants you to think, right? Because you don't have this particular house or job, or this label. It's all labels. None of it matters. It's who you are, what you are, and that is divine being that's choosing this path. Okay, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, he comforts me. Prepare the table before me in the presence of my enemy. Anoint my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And the divinity that is inside of you, you're dwelling in that, and it dwells in you. So you and the divine are one. Why they say we are one? Because the divine is within us, and we are within the divine. Okay. So we got redwood. So the next card is ancient teachings. What is shifting for you is you're gaining more knowledge. So if you had an issue with forgetting and not remembering your dreams, you're going to remember more of your dreams. Okay. More enough to be able to write it out and everything. Okay. You're going to be able to recall parts of your dreams that are so important because it's very a part of your journey right now for you to understand what is happening. Okay. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. There you go. So that might have been confirmation. Yeah, there's a lot of knowledge and wisdom that's coming out, and you're going to be able to tap into this. So your dreams is very important. So if you can, when you dream, hold on to a part of that dream so that you can write it out, because it's like codes. There's some codes coming through your dream state. Okay. But you are going to be gaining more and more knowledge. The more you go with nature and with Mother Earth, the more you take time with yourself, the more you meditate, the more you pray, the more you quiet your thoughts. Okay. So now the next one is reishi. Okay. So mushrooms are going to be beneficial. Okay. Some of y'all, you might want to, take a mushroom trip. You know what I'm saying? Some of you just need to add it to your diet. Okay. Others of you understand that in order for you to progress, you got to not see the world the way the world was taught to you. You have to see it beyond what was taught to you. Okay. You have to see beyond what is being presented to you, because what we see with these eyes is not the full story. Okay. It's not the full story. Relationship, rhodonite. Okay, so rhodonite will help you with your relationships, with your connections. So what's happening, what's shifting is you're going to gain more knowledge and wisdom, and it's going to be stuff that is going to be so like, I can't even believe it type of thing. Like, that really real. Okay, that's where you're tapping into. Oh, is that a coyote? Yeah, I see a coyote. So it might be significant. A coyote. I just saw a cat. And I just now see a coyote. Okay. So understand that what is shifting for you is you're going to understand your relationships, why they're in your life, why you feel a need to be connected to this person or to do this or do that. You're going to understand more of yourself through the connections that are presented in your life. Okay. And if you look at this, it's like bullseye, X marks the spot. Boom. Like if you see the background, right? You just hit the mark. Okay. So there's something that you've been trying to reach, a goal, a dream, an aspiration. You're going to be able to reach that. Okay. Okay. This one is pure sight, determination. Okay. So what's shifting out of your life is all that stagnicity, all that stagnant energy, all them, overthinking, all that anxiety and stress. You're going to get a hold of it where you're going to be more in control. Like your mind isn't going to control you. You're going to be more in control of your mind. And that's important because, baby, what's going on in this world, baby, you cannot be playing with yourself. You cannot be doubting your thoughts. You cannot be doubting when you get this feeling to be at a place or to do a certain thing. You cannot be doubting yourself because because God is inside of you. And so God is guiding you always and forever. So tune in and tap in. So this is not the type of time to doubt, because there's too many distractions, too much confusion, too many illusions. Okay, even though we're in the age of Aquarius, age of Pisces, the illusions age is over. That don't matter because it's still a lot of confusion. There's a lot of confusion. Okay, there's still so much confusion, and the more you have a hold on yourself, he said something's got a hold on me, and I can't myself anymore. Okay, and then what say? Feels like the walls are closing in, and the devil is knocking at my door. Oh, how many times? I tell you, I'm saying goodbye. Something I don't know. But I forgot the song, but you know what song I'm talking about. Okay, y'all done heard it. Okay, y'all done heard it. But sociable. So orange calcite is going to be beneficial. Okay, so orange is going to be beneficial. Orange calcite, calcium, the bones, right? Strengthening your bones, strength. So the more you strengthen your body, you get your bones become stronger. Okay, so you just got to continue to work on believing in yourself, believing in what you can create for yourself, believing that God didn't bring you this far to leave you, believing that you're not alone in your journey, believing that there's so much guidance and support surrounding you, and all is going to be okay. If you made it this far, you can make it even further. Okay. So this one is remembrance. And if you see the red, the tie, so that's like protection, guidance. Okay. And then look at this is like the spirits. There's spirits surrounding, protecting, but there's also like a clearing and a cleansing that's taking place as well. So I also look at this as like smudging, like smoke from smudging. Okay. So just know that you are loved, you are wise, you are important. And also it kind of reminds me of wings. Like this kind of looks to me like a swan, like right here. I know it's not that, but that's what the view I just got. Like this is a swan and it's spreading its wings like for some reason. Okay, so that's significant. So somebody might have a swan as a spirit animal guide. Okay, so maybe your totem is a swan. Okay, it's a lot to it. There's a lot to it. Okay. But this is remembering, recalling, right? So if you've been having issues with focusing, you can't remember things, you will start to remember and recall where you need to be, what you need to do, the time you need to do it. Okay. All right. So October is going to be a significant month. July is a significant month, and we're in the currently month of July. Today, I am calm. Today, my mind is open and I am at peace with who I am. Yes. So what is shifting for you is you're finally remembering. You're finally taking the right medication or the right herbs and or the right remedies for your body and your mind and your spirit, and it is helping to heal you, to help your mind, to help you stay calm, emotional, right? Your hormonal imbalance, you're finally balancing all of that out because you're connecting with the right people, the right places, the right things that is going to actually help you to heal and to feel better and be better. Okay, so that's what's shifting. Okay, like I said, today I'm calm. Okay, so you're remembering who you are. Okay, so be open to new connections. Okay, power and prayer. There is power, wonder working power in the blood of the Lamb. Okay, so there is power, wonder working power. Okay, there is power in knowing who the freak you are. There is power in knowing that people may judge you because they don't know you. They think they know you. They think they got you pegged. But little do they know is that was an illusion. That's not the truth of who you are. And as people get to really know you, they're shocked at your brilliance. They couldn't believe that you're this brilliant. Okay? But your prayers, they hold in the spirit realm. Okay? They hold in the physical. So when you pray for somebody, stuff works. Stuff change. Stuff heals. Okay? Last card is ecstasy. So this is the position. Let me see if you can see it. Okay, there you go. Sit your body in this position. Okay. Bring you to euphoria, right? That'll bring you to a feeling of euphoria. Okay. So the St. John's wort is a really good herb to utilize if you have depression or anxiety. All right, look into it, research, and then if you feel drawn to it, utilize it. Okay, holy basil is also really good for mental health. So if you're having certain things going on, these are good, great herbs. Look into it and see the benefits on a mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical level. Okay. So now, thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to book a session, infinitepeace88.com. Okay. So now we're going to go to the second group. Ashe, oh, peace, baby. All right. So now I need I need you right now. Said I need you right now. It's in my head, darling. When I need you the most. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Okay, so that's significant for this group. Okay, so something about being let down. So what is shifting is maybe you feel like you've let down people. Maybe you feel like you haven't done enough, or you wish you could have did enough. Group 2. This is daffodil. So we just finished lily. Now we're going to daffodil group 2. So maybe you feel like you just didn't do enough, or you really wish that you could have been there or been supportive and stuff. I'm here to tell you, you've done enough. You've been there enough. You supported enough. You've loved enough. Okay. You got to chill out. Okay. And then I heard chilling on max and relaxing on cool and on shooting some b-balls outside of school with a couple of guys who was up no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight. My mom got scared and said, "You moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." I whistled for a cab, and when it came near the license plate, I saw the dice in the mirror. And anything I could see, well, this time was weird. Well, I thought, man, forget it. You're home in Bel Air. I pulled up to a house about 7 or 8, and I yelled, "Till you carry your home, smell you later." Look in my kingdom, I was finally there. Sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel Air. Okay, that is significant. All right, that might have been a show you watched growing up. Maybe you just need to know, like, wherever you are, wherever you go, that's where your home is. Your home and where your heart is. Okay? Your home is where your heart is. So wherever you are, that is home. Okay? That is where your heart is. And if your heart feels like it's nowhere, that's where you got to really sit with yourself, right? You got to really sit with centering your heart and your mind and aligning it so that they're on one accord. Okay? Okay. Oh, Blissins, what kind of question you want to ask? Let me see what other cards. Okay, so, and something about that dice in the mirror, right? If anything, I could say what this is. We'll home smell you later. Okay, your olfactory system. Okay, smells is significant for this group. You like things that smell good. Okay, some people, they don't care about smells like that. It's not even that serious, right? But something about your olfactory system, something about maybe you have clear gustance, like you have a strong sense of smell, like you're gifted with smells. Like you can smell spirits, you can smell people when they have bad energy attached to them. You can smell sickness on people. Maybe you have that type of gift. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time to see if anything else comes out. Something about pine needles, pine trees, cedar wood. All right. Your intuition be on point, period. Pooh. So I need you to know that your intuition be on point, period. You be on point. I just need you to know. All right. So first card, let me move these out of the way. I'm no good at saying goodbye. So some of y'all, it's taking a hold on me. Okay, so some of y'all need to know, like, your energy, your connections to people, they don't end when you walk away. You are something or someone who moves in a way that is unforgettable. Unforgettable, that's what you are. unforgettable. Okay, so you are unforgettable. People remember you for years and years. You totally may have forgotten, or maybe you still remember those people, but overall, people never forget you. You are significant. You play a major role in like helping people come into their truth with just you being you, because you're just like a type of person that you just always been yourself, even when it was like not, it was frowned upon, it wasn't looked well at, people didn't look at you well, like, oh yeah, I like what you, that you're trending, but you're not. You're popular, but you're not. You're like the unpopular, like loner type person. Okay. So that's what it feels like. All right. Finish what you started. So what is shifting is your ability to actually finally, dang, finally, you're gonna finish what you started. Okay. So you finally gonna be able to finish what you started, bruh. Dang. Dang. Okay. You got a lot of spiritual support around you. You're gonna finally finish what you started. Okay, whether that's a song you wrote, whether that's a poem, whether that's a project, whether that's a person, whether that is an application, whatever the case may be, you are going to finally finish what you started. Okay, time to finish what you started. Okay, Birch, heal the past. I feel like the issue with you guys, it has been with holding on to things of the past, people of the past, relationships of the past, holding on to environments that no longer serve you. And because of, you not having good experiences, letdowns, people just disappointing you, it just really stuck with you. And it's been affecting your subconscious mind, which makes it made physical. So physically, you're moving as though the situations that have already passed are still occurring now. And so that's why it's very important for you to recognize that it is time to let it go. Let it go. Whether you got to let go how you perceive the thing, or let go of the pain of that thing, or let go of your belief in the thing, or maybe even just a physical person, letting them go. Let their ass go. Let their ass go. Okay. All right. So we got purification. So selenite is here to help you purify your energy, clearing your energy. Okay. So selenite is a really good for purification. Okay. Clearing out. It's very angelic. When I think of selenite, I always think of the angels. Angel of mine. Okay. That means more than me, than what we share. Okay. So it's so broken, ever come back. Okay. Being on my mind. Angel of mine. Okay. So, all right. So we clearing that out. All right. So, yeah, selenite is going to help you with that, Practice. The best way to be good at a skill is to practice, practice, practice until you get it right. Okay, so you know how they be like a jack of all trade and a master of none. But guess what? Having a lot of skills, a lot of knowledge in different areas is wonderful. Don't think negatively about that anymore. Okay, that's the trick. They be having us tricking ourselves out of our spot. Okay, so keep on working on yourself. Master that skill, whatever the skill is, master it. Continue to work on it. Take that 30 minutes, take that hour, take that time to improve. Okay, and then we have ametrine, which is enlightenment. Okay, it's an amethyst. It's connected to amethyst. So it's a fusion of amethyst and citrine. Okay. So this is all about spirituality. Purple is all about the spirit. Okay. Purple is all about empowering yourself. But this one is kind of like talking about how your heart is understanding what you must do, where you must go, and your spirit is in alignment with your heart space, right? Because your heart is the way it moves, and it da-doom, 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 it's got its own rhythm. And so when you are really aligned with your spirit and really aligned with your truth, your heart, the beat of the it's beating to a rhythm that is perfectly in sync with your spirit, with your physical body. Okay. So what Amatrine is going to help you with aligning your spirit to your heart space, your body. Okay. You are being renewed. Okay. Whatever you trying to start, whatever you're being guided to start, you need to start it. Or whatever you started something and you ain't finished, right? Maybe you started a relationship with somebody and you kind of like, you ain't really speak up for yourself. Maybe you didn't communicate what you really wanted, and you can feel like they feel like something's off, but they don't know. What's changing, what's shifting is your ability to actually focus in on your spirit, but also have it where your physical body is in alignment, is in sync. So as you do like meditations or you do yoga, that's helping your spirit and your body. So you're going to be aligning with everything that helps with your spirit and your body. Okay. So what is shifting is you and your alignment to what is best for your spirit and your body. You're actually doing everything in sync with one another. So it's on one accord. Everything is on one accord with you. That's why I said you're being renewed. Okay. You're being renewed. Okay. The song that I'm hearing now is Order My Steps in Your Word, dear Lord. Lead me, guide me every day. Send your anointing, Father, I pray. Order my steps in your word. Please order my steps in your word. Okay. So God is ordering you ask God to order your steps to lead you on the right path. You are finally being led on the right path. Okay. So yeah. But yeah, so now okay, so now we got Four of Pentacles, okay? Four of Pentacles, things are lining up for you, okay? There's your spiritual team, God, whatever you believe in, is saying to you, okay, you have to be in sync. And it's funny because I did my shorts on Facebook, Instagram, and I think I did one on TikTok, and here on YouTube. And I think I pulled this card. This came out for one of the videos. I don't know, because every time I do different platforms, I get different messages because it's a different groups of people that are tuning in. Okay, so understand that God is working with you, okay, and telling you that you're good. But some things you have to know that it doesn't define who you are. Yes, this means like holding on to it. You're finally getting the physical, gratification. You're finally getting the physical acknowledgement of people really recognizing you for your worth, and you finally are being able to hold on to it. You are finally saving money. You finally obtaining the physical wealth that you want. But the divine is saying that you don't have to hold on too tight, okay? Because everything is is meant to flow. Everything is meant to flow, okay? And so it's important for you to understand that what's shifting in your life is, yes, you're going to finally be able to save money, more money than you have been. You're finally going to see that you're paying off the things that need to be paid off. You're finally going to see that the things that you really want and you feel like you need in your reality, because everybody's focus is on different things in their life. Okay. So what's important and what you're focusing in on in your life is going to be different than the next person. Okay. So you're going to be able to focus in on that, right? You know that there's things you need to do, but maybe you haven't had the energy. Maybe you haven't had the mental fortitude. Maybe you didn't have the physical support. Maybe you didn't have the resources. Whatever you didn't have, you're going to now have it to be able to stabilize yourself in this physical reality, but you're going to be being led through spirit. So what is shifting is you are not just focusing on the physical, but you're being led through spirit, which is shifting your physical, because you're aligning with spirit in the spirit world, right? You lined up with God and you really on that wave. You're going to see that you have more stability and feel more supported. Okay, and your crown chakra gonna be buzzing like mine's buzzing, buzz. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and whatever steps you take is going to lead to abundance. You're gonna have the Midas touch. I got that Midas touch. Everything I touch turns to gold. All sugar. I got the Midas touch. Everything I touch turns to gold. Oh, sugar. Okay, you got the Midas touch coming in. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's the Midas. You got the Midas touch. Okay, but baby, what's shifting is you're finally realizing what is the burden that you're carrying that you can finally let go of. Like you know how they be like, oh, you just gotta let it go. You just gotta let it go. You keep hearing, let it go, let it go, let it go. You like, what the heck? I gotta let go. Okay, what the heck? You're finally going to know what you have to let go. Is it something in your mind? Is it something in your heart? Is it something in what you think you should be seeing or what you see? Perception? Is it something in the way you walk, the way you talk? What is it that you have to let go of? Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it a thing? Okay. Is it a verb? Is it a noun? Okay, is it an adjective? Okay, whatever it is, you're going to finally know and be able to let it go. I'm so proud of you. And that's what shifting is like. You're going to know exactly what you got to do, exactly where you got to be, exactly what you got to let go of, exactly the remedy that's going to help heal your body, heal your mind, heal your spirit. You're going to just know, and you're going to be able to tap into that. You're going to know, you're going to write it out, you're going to make a plan, and you're going to be able to stick to it. That is amazing. Okay, so now we got protection. Hey, yo. Okay, protection. This is, I don't know if, can you see it? There we go. Can we do that? So that's a meditative pose that will help you with protection. Okay, strengthening your protection. And then we have tranquility. So you need to feel tranquil. You need to feel at peace in all you do. And that's what's shifting. So if you've been a person that's very anxious and you haven't really been able to feel calmness or feel like calm yourself down, right? You're finally going to be able to do that. You're going to finally be able to do that. It's interesting because the police just drove up and drove right by me and didn't say nothing. They didn't say nothing. Okay. Cause they be quick to be harassing people. Cause where I'm parked at, cause when I'm working stuff, I be having to take breaks. And I'm able to come online and I do my work and stuff. But yeah, so I parked. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is an area. Yup, look at that. That's confirmation, y'all. Okay. But yeah, this is the area that the popo always be in this area. But nobody said nothing because I'm doing nothing wrong. But guess what? People will bother you even when you are doing the right things. They look for an opening, okay? They just be looking for an opportunity to harass you. That's just what this world loves to do, harass people, or just pop up out of nowhere. You in a good mood, good things are happening, and then all of a sudden something, they want to throw something negative. They want to bother you. They want to, pull you down. But this is what I'm saying. What is shifting out of your life is you being able to understand what's going on around you and what's going on within you, which helps you to understand what's happening around you, which you're shifting out of anything that is making you believe that you're hopeless or helpless, because you're none of those things. You may feel like it because it's an emotional state, right? It's a mindset, right? But you're not helpless. You're not hopeless. You may have made some choices that may make you feel that, but in reality, you are neither. Okay. So your truth is being revealed. So the truth of whatever you're carrying that you need to let go of. Okay. But your awareness. So I was aware. I saw the police, and they was easing, they was driving by. I'm seeing them. I'm seeing them full, and I'm looking up at them, and they didn't say nothing. Amen. Ashe. Ashe. That's what I'm talking about. Ashe up. Do your job. Thank you. Just do your positive, just protect. Don't harass, protect. Okay. So, that's it. That's all. That's all we need is some protection. We don't need to be harassed. Okay. And let's see. Archangel Michael. The last card. It's funny because when I was shuffling earlier, I saw this card. But I was like, if you want to pop out, show out, come on through. And look, the card actually popped out. And now we seeing it. So Archangel Michael is here to tell you that you are sovereign, that you are divine. Ain't nobody coming to save you. I need you to understand this. I need you to get it through your head, through your mind, through your body. Ain't nobody coming to save you. God, the divine, whatever you believe in, gave you the mental fortitude, gave you the physical body, gave you the skill set to be able to save yourself. And even if you have some type of disability and stuff, even with that, God still gave you the ability to still save yourself. That's not gonna stop what you can do for yourself, right? And you might have some things that you're not able to do, but on a spiritual level, that's not stopping nothing. Okay. So understand that you are sovereign. That means you are a free being. You are just in this experience, this world, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And you are here to whatever your purpose is. Your purpose may be to heal somebody. Your purpose may be just to be an observer. Your purpose may be to take action, be a warrior. It might be to fight, to just have different experiences, just to be here, right? Just exist, and that's it. Some of some people have even deeper purposes than others, and that's okay. It's like whatever. It's just knowing thyself, and to thyself be true. Okay. So the more you know yourself, the more you understand your path, and judge unless ye be judged. So the only person that you need to understand the most is you. And as you understand yourself more, you're open to loving on others because you're loving on you. You're open to healing others because you've healed yourself. Like as you do more on you and take care of you. And we're not talking about from an egoic perspective. We're talking about from a truth, from a place of expansion, elevation, from a place of ascension, from a place of truly taking that time to be open in the heart space. Okay. So, all right. And that song came to my mind again. I got the Midas touch. Everything I touch turns to gold. Oh, sugar. Okay. Yes. So for this group, the herb that I'm seeing is ashwagandha. Okay. Once again, that cedar popped up again, and pine needles. Okay. Dandelion. Okay. Something about herbicide, and I think that's like what they use to help to kill weeds or something about that for somebody's garden. Like there's natural remedies that you can use to help get rid of stuff from your garden. Okay. Somebody was saying, put some cayenne pepper down on the ground and deter certain animals from eating your garden and stuff, or animals from using the bathroom on your yard or something like that, whatever. But just understand that there are remedies. It's just that the natural remedies take a lot longer. And that can be very discouraging when you're having symptoms of something, or you're having some type of problem and it's taking so long for you to heal from it, because it's not a band-aid. Herbs are not band-aids. They are going to the root of the issue. So what's shifting also in your life is you getting to the root, whatever the root is of the problem that is really heavily on your mind. Okay. So whatever that thought is that's really heavy that you want to focus in on, whether it's your health, whether it's whatever your wealth, whether it is your relationships, okay, whatever it is, you are being guided that there is a remedy, there is a solution. And I'm saying it again. I said it in my shorts. I'm saying it in my shorts, y'all. Okay? I'm saying it again. Once again, there is a solution coming in within the next 3 days, 24 to 72 hours. You will have a solution. The thing is, you got to be open-minded. You got to really, trust that you're being guided to the right place, the right people, always, every day, and all throughout the day. Okay. But there is a solution. There is a solution to your problem. And you may be like, dang, what is the solution? Because how I'm going to, so say if it's money issues, like how am I going to pay this, blah, blah, blah. There's going to be a solution. You're going to be surprised and it's going to work. Okay. So I'm just here to remind you and let you know, like, there is a solution to whatever you got going on. Okay. And there's a song by Jamila called Holy. So go look into that song, Holy. And then I heard advocate for yourself. That's another thing shifting. You're going to have the right words to speak to make it where you're able to advocate for yourself and people actually listen. Because sometimes we talk and people don't listen, period. And that's that stage and that time is over. Okay. So thank you so much for tuning in. Book your sessions, infinitepeace88.com. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're not following, follow for more. Bang, 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 bang. Peace.